they knocked the Sheffield Bulldogs from the playoffs. I'm John Lance Singer, and this is the Black and Gold Show, and I am your host. Last week the Indians rode on to a record of 5-2, while they knocked the Sheffield Bulldogs from the playoffs. While the game looked like a close one in the first quarter, that seems to give way as CCHS exploded for 17 points. As the Indians proud, they can be optimistic and handled the defeat to Sheffield 24-0. Now we will go to see what Lee and Don have to say about this week's game against the Cobbett County Indians and the Courtland Chiefs, homecoming for the Cobbett County Indians tomorrow night. We have Lee Craft, number 14, quarterback and place kicker for the Cobbett County Indians. How you doing? All right, Lee, my first question to you is this. Tell us, Lee, in the first quarter of the Sheffield game, did you feel y'all had gotten more than y'all bargained for?
I really couldn't tell you. I mean, I felt like they might score, but I knew that if they scored, that we'd come right back and score, and that'd probably be the only time they scored the whole night.
Okay. My next question is, what was some of the problems the Sheffield Bulldogs gave y'all last Friday night in the game?
There wasn't many problems. They just come out fired up and started moving the ball against us, and there wasn't much we could do until our defense got in track and started stopping them.
All right. Lee, my next question is this. Lee, we know that you got an army of receivers. While one or two would you rather throw to and see a pass guy to thrown to? In other words, when you had to throw a ball to, which one of the receivers would you rather throw to and be comfortable enough that they'd catch a football? Out of the receivers that we got.
Well, it'd probably be he don't start, but the person I think's got the best hands on the team is probably Brian Dickerson.
Brian Dickerson. Okay. My next question is this. Now again, Sheffield has a reputation of playing dirty. Did you feel they had to be the worst at that y'all played so far this year? If not, then who has been the team for the last 5 games that y'all played that you think have played dirty on the football field?
Well, they played dirty, but I don't think they're the dirtiest team we've ever played against. This team we're playing, Courtland will probably be the dirtiest team we've played.
Okay. My question this time is what we always ask you every week. I'm not going to get to the other question yet, but this is one I always ask you every week. Would you like to give us your spread of this week's homecoming game against the 5A state champion, the Cobbett County Indians, against the 1A Courtland Chiefs?
We'll beat them 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown, okay. Lee, the question we're going to ask you, since this is a big activity week at the Cobbett County High School, Lee, a lot of people wants to know who's going to be the lucky goer you are going to take at the homecoming dance tomorrow night after the ball game.
Well, she's a cheerleader and her name's Rochelle Johnson.
That's who I thought. Thank you, Lee. Now we have Don Boland, quarterback for the Cobbett County Indians. How are you doing, Don?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, John?
I'm doing fine, Don. Okay. My question's this to you. How was practice this week, considering activities was going on up to school, floats was getting fixed? How was the, practice this week, getting ready for that and getting the activities out of your minds?
We didn't have to go to a week practice and everything. We had a lot of activities going on, and people just wasn't really thinking about what they're doing when they was going out there. They had mind on other things. So.
Okay, that was the next question. How has the team in the whole handled the homecoming activities this week, and do you think they handled it, pretty well?
Everybody's been pretty involved in floats and everything, but I believe when it comes time to play tomorrow night, we'll be ready.
Okay. we know Courtland's record on paper is real good, and they seem to be pretty dangerous on paper. What, if anything, will give us any problem against Courtland? What would it be tomorrow night? You know, considering I think they're 5-1 on the year,
Yeah.
and I don't know who they got beat by, but anyway, what would be the problem that would cause us
Well,
tomorrow night?
they've got a good defense, but on offense, I believe we're going to have to look out for the pass because I believe they're going to be able to throw the ball pretty good.
Okay. Okay, Don, we're going to ask you the same question we asked Lee. We'd like to know your spread of this week's game at homecoming against the County Indians, the state 5A champions, against the 1A Courtland Chiefs.
We'll beat them 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. All right, now this is the question I've asked Lee just shortly ago. Don, we'd like to know, Don, like Lee, everybody needs to know who the lucky one is, who will get your most intimate interview fastest after the game.
Well, she's in the homecoming court. She's also a cheerleader. Kelly Davis.
Kelly Davis. Thank you, Don. Now you had it. This is the Black and Gold Show. I'm John Lance Singer. Thank you for watching. Be with the Indians tomorrow night while they meet upon one of their first of their kind. Goodbye. Now we have a commercial outside.
You're in my favorite insecticide is Simbush.